Greetings and welcome to the Haiku Pond, a place to ponder life through haiku. My name is Anthony, and I'm the caretaker of the pond. Each season, I share haiku written by myself and others. Each episode features haiku centered around a pre-chosen theme. You can learn more at anthonynanfito.com/haiku. If you're ready, let's prepare for our visit. Take a deep breath and dive in. The theme for this visit is connections, and will feature haiku written by myself and others. A tiny virus follows human connections. Global pandemic. If the COVID-19 pandemic is to teach us anything, it shows us just how interconnected we all are, and how seemingly small things can have a very big impact. In fact, this idea of small things having a big impact is not limited to viruses. I've seen this idea expressed in books such as Atomic Habits and Nudge. If a tiny virus like COVID-19 can have such an impact on humanity, think of what you or I could do with small changes to our own life. How could these tiny changes affect our lives and those around us? In ancient Greece, it was Aristotle who said, "You are what you habitually do." Speaking for myself, over the years I have put in a tremendous effort to focus on daily habits. This was only reinforced after I read Atomic Habits by James Clear. As an example, over the past few months, I have been taking daily walks and I've been practicing a short 10-minute yoga stretch routine first thing in the morning. Both of these practices have helped increase my core strength. The side effect of this is that I can now sit straighter, both when I meditate and when I sit at my desk and work on the computer, like I'm doing now. The main benefit I've experienced is that my back and neck no longer get sore, stiff, or strained as much as they did before. This was a chronic issue I dealt with as an online teacher for the past 3 years. Yet after adopting these two, seemingly small, practices, it has had a big impact on my overall health, mood, and stamina when it comes to work and life. This is just one example, and of course it's specific to my life circumstances. I recognize that I'm in a privileged position where I can take a daily walk, and I'm physically well enough that I can practice yoga, or as I like to think of it, moving planks. However, I do truly believe that anyone, regardless of circumstances, can improve not only their outlook on life, but also their outcome when facing adversity. If you don't believe me, then I suggest you read one or both of the following books: Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl, or If This Is a Man and the Truce by Primo Levi. Both of these books are written by survivors of the Holocaust in Nazi Germany during World War II. I'm sure there are other accounts from that event, as well as subsequent events like them, but those are the two that pop into my mind. Regardless, I think there's value in learning from and honoring experiences that are different from our own. So this is the lesson I take from this haiku. Small things can have a big impact. As we move further away from the beginning of this COVID-19 pandemic, I carry it with me and think about what are the small things I can do every day in my life to make a big impact on the life of future Anthony and those that surround him. As you move forward, what's something small you can do every day that will have a big impact on your future self and those around you. Feel free to share your ideas by sending an email to thehaikupond@gmail.com. Next, let's hear some of our submissions for this theme. From David Thorndale on Instagram as David Thorndale. Forgotten iPod. The rest of my afternoon listening to waves. From Mona Bedi. Maternal instinct. The surrogate refuses to give up the baby. From Lizbeth Ho on Facebook as Elizabeth Holidaya. The scent of perfume in my pashmina shawl, Mom's last smile. From huwanahoy on Instagram and Twitter as huwanahoy. Sometimes we find friends in unexpected moments. Take chance in friendship. From Kati Mohr on Instagram as pi.and.anne. Summer's end, the elderly couple hand in hand, the look in their eyes. From Haiku Nocturnal on Twitter as Haiku Nocturnal. Collage of loved ones, each of their small influence makes me who I am. From Charissa Hooyman on Twitter as CharissaHooyman. Morning to evening, shadows can be long or short, providing coolness. From Ryan Gibbs on Twitter as Ryan Gibbs Writer. Soft tentacles leave, eerie prints on my window, an alien kiss. From Mark Hitri on Twitter as HitriMark and on Instagram as _cello poet. We seek connection, yet everything divides us. Time to make new bonds. From Linda M. Crate on Twitter as Thy Silver Doe and on Instagram as author Linda M. Crate. Distance cannot part, friendship so long and lasting, time admits defeat. From Full Poetry on Instagram as Full Poetry. The entirety of history has led up to you meeting me. From Melody Wong on Twitter and Instagram as Melody of Musings. Vast unknown above, hidden roots below. You are perfectly in flux. Thanks for visiting the Haiku Pond. To read the featured haiku and connect with the featured poets, check out the show notes in the description of this episode. If you've been inspired by what you've heard, please share the show with a friend. For podcast updates, join the mailing list at haikupond.ck.page. For inquiries, send an email to thehaikupond@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow the podcast on Twitter @thehaikupond. Thanks for listening. See you next time.